Hello, big and beautiful world. Today, the Fox Moth. Come out a bit. There you go. Why the Fox Moth? Why? Why do you ask crazy questions? Let's get flying. Some battery. We've got juice, we've got juice. We've got
clear
maggies.
prop.
We have got maggies. Have we got fuel? We've got fuel. You know what? That should do us. Yep. Cool in the pool. We've got the handy off. Yep, we've got the handy off. Let us get to work. So yeah, today we're taking off out of Kilo Romeo Alpha Papa. Correct. Crap. Rapid City. Crap. I don't know. I'm pure. What can I say? Yeah, we're taking off out of K-Rap, and we are. What are you doing, you old copper Lincoln? And who are you waiting for? Probably to arrest Bonnie and Clyde. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, today is one of those something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, but mainly something old. And it's one of those things born about by me flying all week and really just going to town primarily with a Bugatti. But that being said, it's something I've been thinking about questions I haven't really given thought to in a long time. So, and we pay it lip service, I get that. But let's get up in the air and let us discuss as friends might discuss. So a bit of autumn lightning. Yeah, live weather over this way is pretty lousy at the moment. It was pretty stormy around Rapid City. Don't know if that's true in reality, but that's what I was getting here. So I'm going to say, yeah. Close her up. Why do I love? So basically, one of the questions I come back to a lot this week is, what are my favourite aircraft as of 2023 and why? And this is one of them. So what do I mean by favourite aircraft? I don't mean by dream aircraft. I don't mean by aircraft we've all been waiting for. I mean, let's give ourselves a bit of wind up under us. Yep. Come on, kid. Oh, should have just concentrated on what I'm doing. Just try. This is one of the reasons I love this aircraft. Because you've got to let it build up speed before you do a damned thing. So as docile as it is once it's up, you've got to really, it's a shy little beastie. You've got to really keep an eye on what's going on. It doesn't hold your hand. And I like that. I like that a lot. I like the aircraft that don't hold my hand. The Bugatti, this, to a certain extent the Caproni Vizzola. So, running over my favourite aircraft as of 2023. Darned good question. Even though they may not be like this, arguably, what are you doing, kid? Top notch. You know, not the bee's knees of graphics, not this, not that, not the other. But yeah. Aircraft that I just, like I said, by muscle memory alone, I kept coming back to. So there's this, the Fox Moth. And it's funny because when I first flew it, I thought, bitterly disappointing. But they patched it in short order, and I just fell in love with it. Everything about it, the seaplane version, this, the modern version, it just impresses the heck out of me. And it shouldn't, because as you can see, it's bare bones. It's not necessarily state-of-the-art graphics on any great level. but it immerses me to Kingdom Come. I love this thing. I love the Bugatti. It's been a week and it doesn't give an inch. You don't. Ooh. Actually, speaking of a rough ride, now that we've got a bit of altitude, let's hop into the cabin, see what it looks like. That is so cool. That is awesome. Imagine riding in one of these puppies. Just beautiful. Another cucumber sandwich, please, Jeeves. Certainly, madam. So, we'll yeah, the Fox Moth. I really freaking dig this thing. The Bugatti, the Caproni Fizzola, especially if I want to go high. It's basically a glider with jets. I love that thing. The Tweety Bird, the Tweet, the T-37 Cessna. These are the muscle memory aircraft. The aircraft I go, oh yeah, I'm going to go for a flight today to XYZ. And these are the aircraft I'll fly about in. So, what else? There's quite a few. Latte Carrera fall in love with from day one. The Ryan I come back to again and again. The Waco I come back to again and again. And that's not to have a shot at any of the other aircraft. This is why I'm asking. I really do want, I guess, some kind of feedback to let me know what you cats enjoy. Because each to their own. I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably know I like the weird and wackies. If I have a rotor wing aircraft, probably the Little Bird, the huge Little Bird, the Got Friends one. That's really sweet to get around in. Again, I don't do much in the rotors, but that being said, I think okay, so what are we looking at? 180, yeah, cool. That being said, this is what I mean. There are enough I know Cow and Sims have gone hell for leather, releasing all kinds of 406s of lately and all the rest of them. They all look fantastic. They all look really cool. Is it the Messerschmitt Boker, the 155? Not the 155. What is it? It's a little German one built under license as well. Looks like a kind of 21st century baby Little Bird. But what are we doing? There we go. There we go. Now that should be my highway. No, I just want to keep going west at the moment. Let's keep following that sucker west. We don't need to get too high. Hopefully it's not going to get too punchy with the weather. We'll see how we go. So yeah, I like aircraft that don't pander, that you gotta kind of, they keep you on your toes. Probably why I shun autopilot aircraft as a rule. You know, I'm happy with trim and wooden wire of the old order, maybe. I don't know. I know in real life I'm grateful to have all of that stuff with you know, the GNS series and the GPSs and all the rest of it, and flying up out of the little Texans, or even being in little PA-28s or the little Cessnas or whatever. But here in Simland, I love this. Oh shit, we might want to get our Jenny on, eh? We run the battery out. Yeah, I just love the fact that we've got these really super array of aircraft. And the other thing it got me thinking about was, for the weekly updates or whatever, I'm saying, we've been waiting for this, or we're waiting for that, or here it is at last, we've been waiting so long, or we continue to wait for this or that. And I think, wow, how how bloody childish am I? Really? Because you look at your stable now, or I certainly look at my stable of aircraft, and I think it's now at the point of saturation. And I know we say this every time, that I don't care if I don't get any more aircraft or scenery or whatever, but something's going to something's going to magpie us where we go, ooh, shiny, and we'll grab this and that and all the rest of it. But that being said, I really do feel a sense of completion with 2023. In fact, there's that whole new, in many respects, vehement arguments about 2024, the MSFS 2024. And as I've mentioned before, in my day, you'd see one every 4 or 5 years. It's no mistake that we're up to what is essentially FS 11. So what's that divided by 40? So that's, once every 4 years you get a new sim on average. So do the math. It's kind of, if they've found a better way to do it and we all end up happy campers, and better than all of that, we can transport, you can literally copy your community folder over or whatever, then surely, stop calling me Shirley. That's a win for all of us, the way I figure it. We've got a bit of gustage up, peeps. Ooh, and we are flying far too fast. Far too darn fast. Now, is that going to be Rockerville? I'm going to say that's Rockerville. And that's another question I wanted to ask everyone. I seldom, if ever, look at analytics. Like I say, I do this mainly as a sort of weird-ass form of therapy, I guess. But I'd have to hit the F12 yet again. Interesting. It's a bit better. So but I do notice that I get a lot of people from what are you doing, kid? From the States and from France in particular. And I wanted to ask, I'll give you a context first. I get a lot of dialogues around the, what do you call it in the States, water cooler conversations type things with people I work with, who mention that should I have taken that left down that way? I guess we'll find out shortly. Just want to sit up a bit. There we go. We talk about world ignorance in this day and age. Where people are parochial and they're introspective and navel gazing. They only think to look at their own backyard. People around the world, you remain engaged with the politics of the world or with the geography of the world. Has Flight Sim assisted you? I know this is a super pedantic question to ask, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a teacher or anything like that. I'm just an autodidact who loves learning new things and have been ever since when. But that being said, I'd love to know if Microsoft Flight Sim has expanded your intellectual curiosity, or got you thinking when you hop in the sim? Do you just maybe arbitrarily go, I'm flying in this part of the world because I know nothing about it? And not, of course, not that the flight sim as such can teach you anything about any of the places we fly, but it can kind of, sorry guys, I'm dicking about with the view a lot. It can kind of allude or make you curious. What's the politics of that country? What's the history of that country? And I'm not saying it does it for me every time, but I am saying it does it substantially, especially, like I said, I mean, the 1935 stuff got me really intrigued about the whole era postale thing, and I had no idea how significant it all was to not only to France but to the world. So yeah, I'm genuinely curious to know. Now brown cow, surely we're getting close. Oh, there we go. Let's bring it down so it was that this road here. Alright, so, and of course the ability to cheat a bit absolutely helps. So I'm guessing pretty much at our 12 o'clock is going to be the puppy we're looking for. And if we can get a screenshot of it through the passenger window, that would be super cool. I'm sure you'd all agree. Let's have a look. So up around 80 mile per hour. Because yeah, this is, and I'm potentially ascribing more power to the flight sim that actually exists, but I don't think so. I think that is a massive part, spoken or otherwise, that influenced the Asobo team to want to undertake to approach a giant like Microsoft and say, hey, we think we can restart this. So the intellectual curiosity, that hunger must have been there, I think, to utilize modern mapping. Alright, let's see. Actually, not that one. Let us. Let's do it. How awesome is this? How absolutely incredible is this? Huh. So as you can see, it's not fully finished yet. This is the 1935 scenery. That is just bloody marvellous. That is so freaking cool. That's it. I just wanted a one shot to get us through it, and now we can head south. Because none of us, not you, not me, not anyone, the odds of any of us flying past the faces of an unfinished Mt Rushmore in a 1930s Fox Moth are non-existent. And if that doesn't tickle your sense of weird and wacky, I don't know what will, people. It certainly does for me. Maybe one more. Because that is just the bee's knees, baby. And like I say, I'm an Australian. I have no relationship to this whatsoever. So this is what Microsoft Flight Sim gives to us. to all of us, and I find that really fascinating. I think that's really, really quite extraordinary. And I know this all sounds very sledgehammery and maybe a little proselytizing. I don't know, but so let's just head south. Look for a road going south and have done with it, I think. You'll do. So, I'm absolutely delighted with that. That's just a bit exceptional. Yeah, in fact, I'm taking a moment of silence just to appreciate the fact that some twisted brain out there thought, oh, that'd be so cool, and for a twisted brain like mine. So look, if you are still with me, I'm glad you are. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate. I do genuinely appreciate it, and I am keenly interested to know what your, if MSFS2020 does liberate you in any way intellectually, because I find it does me. Like I say, I would never think of flying out of Rapid City. Hell, didn't even know that Rapid City was the place you'd fly out of to see Mt Rushmore. I don't even know now. But that's the power of this simulator, I guess. See, when I'm flying in real life, I think, okay, today I'm flying over French Island, or today I'm flying over the northern tip of Phillip Island where they hold the famous Grand Prix races or whatever. And I think that's pretty exceptional. But when I'm flying in this thing, I am flying around, Rio Gallegos, down in Argentina, in a 1935 or a 1938 or a 1939, technically, Bugatti. Or I'm flying I don't know, Uluru, Tiger Moth. Or I'm flying Iceland in an STA, Orion STA trainer. Or I am flying from New York, from I'll go LaGuardia up to Toronto, Caproni Vitolo, glider trainer. So yeah, it's mind-boggling. It is literally, it blows my mind when I actually stop, hold my breath and think about it a bit and think, holy shit. For all of you cats who remember, the most you got with FS2 onwards was, we used to have the strangely militarized stop with camel back then, and you'd hit the joystick on the old joystick button and go bonk, 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 sounded like Hanamex ping, ping or pong. But now, or you, with FS4, you got aircraft and scenery creator, I think from memory, and you could design some of your own weird and wackies. And with that, from memory, you also got the Lear fan I think it was a Lear fan, as a bonus aircraft. But primarily you were living out of that little 172 or a 747, I think, 737 maybe. And now you've got new aircraft by the week, you've got new aircraft by the month, you've got new scenery, and not just new scenery geographically, but new scenery temporally down through time. And that is super, super, super cool. Much of it freeware, much of it relatively inexpensive payware, and that is really, really kind of cool. Now, I should be looking for somewhere. I know I've overstayed my welcome by a long chalk game, and I am going to cheat again. I'm going to find a little place to land. There we go, perfect. And hopefully we put it down in one piece, and watch our speeds, because this thing will give you the black screen of love if you insist on keeping her oversped. So, that's Rapid City, that's Mount Rushmore circa 1935. That's me blabbing on in my near obsequious banging on about bloody gratitude all the time. And what are you watching this for? Get out and fly. Well, first, if you're going to stay with me, wait until we get down on the ground. Just to make sure I can walk the walk instead of just talking bloody talk all the time. There we go. Alright, gold. We've got an airfield. Perfecto. So yeah, favourite places to fly? Do you go around the world? Do you just hang at your own local? Do you just favour an aircraft or many aircraft? I imagine most of you cats, and I can't say I know any of you, but I imagine you're drawn to jetliners. That seems to be the big draw card. Let's just bring it down. Right off. I don't think we really have any flaps to boast of. Do I keep asking that in this aircraft? I really should stop. Crab her in. Coming in way too fast. Way too fast. Oh. Actually, I can put it down on the grass, but I can't really because I've sucked up most of the space. So let's try that again, shall we? In fact, let's come back the other way and feel a whole lot safer. It really is a quite marvellous bloody part of the world, this. So for any of you cats who live around this way, let me know, is it really this beautiful? Is it really this serene? Are you really at one with it all? Have you found the answers to life, the universe and everything that we all run to the simulator to seek? Sure does look like that kind of area where you'd be inclined to do it. Speed up, don't I? Deaf as do. Deaf as do. Try to keep down around 70. Bring it on. Not losing too much. Okay, so. Come on, kid. Come on. Oh. Dreadful. Dreadful. But there you go. Gently. So that was a Telly Savalas landing for any of you cats who have seen the movie Capricorn 1. But we're down. And I know for a fact that the passengers will not want to pay for that joy flight. They'll pay for the joy flight, but then they'll demand it all back from that landing. So let's open the cockpit. Did we open? We did not. There we go. Now let's get them off to their hotel. Or conversely, let's just get off the runway. You know how I feel about being on the runway, folks? I didn't like it one little bit. Look, big beautiful world, if you're still with me, let's just pull her over. Ah, there we go. Better join up there. But even so. Oh, bugger it. They can walk up there. Or they can catch the rolls. I don't care. They're all rich. Otherwise they wouldn't be flying up in a joy flight. In a 1934 Fox Moth. We're off. I'm happy. I hope you're happy too. I've loved all the needed love sort of details following. They're the lyrics to Ashes to Ashes by David Bowie. Kill the engine. Make yourself. To yourself. All good. Let's hop out. Alright, big beautiful world. Thanks for coming along for the ride. You are crazier than I am. I love you. Have a fantastic day. Bye.